It's that time to take a cruise through the wonderful world of creativity, and I'm glad you're taking this ride with us. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Let's check out our lineup for today. We're starting in the nation's capital, where we have a group show, to a solo exhibition at the Orisu Gallery, then return to Lagos to enjoy another solo at the Signature Beyond Gallery. You get the details in just a moment, so do stay with us.
Experimentation is the unparalleled freedom of whatever comes to the mind of a creative in the use of ideas and materials.
Let's begin with Undiscovered 2.0, a group exhibition for young artists organized by the Third Pyramid Art Center in Abuja.
Art takes center stage at the Four Pyramid Art Center as Undiscovered 2.0 brings together over 100 innovative works of art by 23 talented emerging artists, showcasing the best of Nigeria's creative talent in Abuja, the nation's capital.
It was a call-up exhibition, and call-up is we put up a publications asking for artists to submit their pieces, and we had over 100 plus entries. So from these 100 plus entries, we had to streamline it down to 23. So you should know that these 23 artists that we selected down met up to the standards that we needed. Undiscovered, as the name implies, this artist hasn't yet been discovered by the general clientele. So what we do is, at the end of the day, by the time we accumulate a number of artists we want to showcase, we also publish brochures and we send them down to our clientele. So it's a way of exposure for them too.
The exhibition is a culmination of innovative and thought-provoking works, each telling a unique story and inviting the viewer to experience the world through the eyes of these talented individuals.
The works that are here on display, the first one we have Lavender Aura, the second one is Ignite, and the third one is Ethereal Glow. So these three artworks are actually from a collection that I titled From Within. If you notice the forms of those paintings, they all start from a connection in the middle and spread through. It could be in form of a mandala art, it could be in form of a flower. So it's an artwork that speaks to me based on the fact that everything that comes from me, everything that I do is from within, and I cannot give out what I don't have. So that's my way of expressing what is inside me. So Lavender Aura, the purple one over there, it's inspired by the lavender flower, a purple, like the purple flowers. So that was inspired by that, and it reminds me of the little things. We can just see random flowers and we pass, but it teaches me to slow down and appreciate the beauty in the little things.
The emerging artists of Undiscovered 2.0 share their stories, revealing the inspirations and pride behind their works.
For the works I'm showing at this show, it's from a series I titled Immersed. The name of the series is Immersed. So the idea about this series is that my works are actually mostly portraits and figures, because I enjoy painting people and telling people stories. So most of my paintings are figures and portraits. So in this series, it's about human emotions and the fact that sometimes we get immersed in ourselves or different kinds of emotions. So we know how the economy is, we know the state of the country and everything. So sometimes we get immersed in different kind of emotions. So in display, our works titled Immersed in You, which is immersed in you, and then I have immersed in laughter, immersed in thoughts, immersed in dreams, immersed in hope. So these are different emotions, different feelings that we get as human beings. So I've been able to convey that in painting, in my works.
For the three ladies, the title for that is The Song of the Three. So, there's a story in the Bible where that talks about the three men who were pressurized by the monarchy to, worship a golden bowl. So I tried to find, and they resisted that, and it resulted to them being exalted in their station. So I find it as an interesting story that we can emulate as people in general. In solidarity, in unity, we can oppose anything, be it monarchy, be it, should I say, unlawful justice placed on us, things that are not good in our society. If we are together in unity, we can definitely overcome all those things. So that is the story behind that.
I have 3 works that on the same series, and I have like 2 other works down the same series too. So I have one, Onile Kiara. I call one Moremi. Onile Kiara is a series on its own. So I titled one Moremi. So Moremi in Yoruba land is a strong woman, is a queen in the Yoruba land that fought for the freedom of our people. So I use that to create a piece on behalf of her. So to idolize her.
The audience at Undiscovered 2.0 share their perspectives on these diverse and captivating pieces, appreciating talent and dedication.
It's terrific. The work is extraordinary. There are a variety of styles. Women are well represented in all of the pieces, strong Nigerian women. The country is supported and held up by women, and they are represented in really vibrant, beautiful pieces of art here this evening.
Yeah, this is actually my first time coming for an exhibition, except this small and solo exhibition way back in school. And trust me, the experience so far with these few minutes I've spent here, superb.
This is my first ever art exhibition, and it's good. Space is nice, the paintings are really beautiful, and it's been a nice experience for me.
Initiatives are being implemented to leverage on these creative works, benefiting both the artists and art community by recognizing the value of their contributions.
Clearly, you can see the talent is here. So what we're trying to do as an agency is to see how we can move from potential to end product. Potential being the talent which is showcased here, and the end product which is the value. So what we are poised to do at the National Gallery of Art is to see how we can create value and add value, because these pieces of work are priceless. They have value, they carry a lot of value. So what we want to do is see how we can bridge the gap between the artist and the market, so that the artist can really have appreciation for his or her talent.
As the art workshop comes full circle, its end is marked by an exhibition that celebrates ingenuity and paves the way for a more vibrant art scene.
Staying in the nation's capital, but this time we move to the Orisu Gallery to see the latest body of works created by artist Tola Wewe.
Dignitaries from all walks of life, creatives, lovers of the arts and members of the art community gather at the Orisu Gallery in Abuja in honor of versatile artist Tola Wewe, who makes a case for women in his latest solo exhibition.
All I do and know how to do well is art, and I do this all the time. I have no other business, so I do it. I always paint. If I don't paint, I sculpt. If I don't sculpt, I draw. So all my life is entirely art, and I keep working by the time we started preparing for this show since last year. But I'm glad it's coming to fruitful today. It's coming up today.
When you look at the works of art of Tola Wewe, you see a presentation of women from various perspectives. You see their silhouettes, you see their eyes, you see the body, you see the shape, you see the various colors. So when we're talking about this exhibition, it's not just a representation of the physical attributes of the woman, but it is a peep into the soul of the woman. So it has immense depth.
The exhibition, titled Hieroglyphics of Womanhood, shows striking images that celebrate the female gender.
It's about your strength, your soul, the impact that you have on there's a saying that says that when you train a woman, you train a nation. So it's not just about perceiving women as being domesticated and just being restricted to the home. The woman her strength is presented in various parts of, humanity. So I believe that this is actually what Chief Tola Wewe is trying to do by showing the strength and the depth of, what a woman actually is.
The collection is between 2015 and 2024. What it means is that Chief Tola Wewe is coming in here not just to come say display works for the beauty of them, but to educate completely what the nation should be listening to. So he's doing profound justice already on the walls. If you look at the walls here, so today is an amazing day. It's a very beautiful day. So Chief Tola Wewe is treating Abuja to art and art history and what womanhood completely stands about.
The guests are in awe with the quality of works of art and the depth of the message being conveyed.
What he's trying to express is extolling the virtues of womanhood, the African women, their poise, their hard work, their tenacity, their struggles. And that is what is being captured in various art forms that you see. So it's a very brilliant exhibition, and I hope more people will come to the gallery to watch it.
Very, very exciting, very impressive. It's an amazing exhibition, and I'm very, very happy and excited to be here. I think that in these works, Chief Tola Wewe has brought out a lot about the African concept of womanhood and expressed it in real art form in a manner that would stand the test of time.
I am sure by the time they leave this exhibition, they must have I do not have one particular thing in mind for them to take home, but I have glorified, I have eulogized, I have depicted our women. And that is what the exhibition is all about. It is about the glorification, about the appreciation, about the appreciation of our women.
Using his unique traditional style of paintings, Tola Wewe has once again displayed his originality, ingenuity, and simplicity.
Good to see those images created by Tola Wewe in his signature style. And we'll have more in store when Arthouse returns, so do stay with us.
Our wordsmith for this week is called A King and His Subjects by Ilo Daniel. As a lion prides over the animal kingdom, so he does lord over his home. A king and more, protector and provider of the clan. He is a shield warrior in the battlefield. He cannot afford to lay down his guard. So he thinks, so he does, carrying about his heavy heart. Beneath his stern look-up chin, his high and mighty ego, lies all his fear and insecurities. What if this battle goes bad? What will happen to my subjects? Heart heavy with worries and pain, but can't afford to shed a tear to lighten up. A king and a warrior cannot. Yet, he is human still. Filled with blood, veins and soul to feel, to hurt, to cry, to heal. And to sober up and be a man again, and to face all life throws at him.
Black Figures, Black Mask, Likeness and Beyond is a solo exhibition by this artist at the Signature Beyond Gallery in Lagos.
The man of many parts, contemporary visual artist, writer and critic, reveals his latest body of works in this exhibition at the Signature Beyond Gallery in Lagos.
This guy, even before the advent of this black movement, that everybody started doing it, he has started since 2016. He's been working on this theme particularly. And it's not about the art alone, but what the message the artworks are sending to the public is what I want everybody to catch up with. Number one, it's like putting the history of Nigeria and other West African countries together, representing who we are, our culture, and the way we live.
Black Figures, Black Masks, Likeness and Beyond is the title of Tobi Osa's solo show, and he explains the idea behind it.
It is a project that focuses on, the youths, and the emphasis is on identity. How do they see themselves? They are blacks, but how much of blackness is still in them?
One of the unique things I saw and a kind of likeness among all the paintings are the fact that they are painted with black. I mean the figures. So me, on my own, without even asking him first, I knew that it has something definitely to do with the Africans or the black tribe or the black religion. So for me, immediately I saw it, and then I saw mask on the paintings, which means definitely it's African, because it's kind of connecting the black of, the pictures, and then the mask. Of course, we know that masks are from Africa, so it's actually talking about Africans, and then identity, Africans realizing themselves or knowing themselves as who they are.
He gets inspired by different sources such as African literature, traditional African art, and material culture and ancient spiritual traditions.
He spent a lot of time making reference to the mask in all of his pieces, and they all come with different aspects of the African culture and nations. So for me, the materials and then the stamps really stood out in his collection.
They represent our past in its original state. And then I bring them into composition with these figures, modern figures, to create, to give them an identity that most of us seems to have lost, our African identity. So the mask represents the African identity. It also shows us, or the mask, plural, show us, different ways that different traditional artists have represented people. So we also find some other elements in the works, like the numbers, the letters. They are symbols of Western education. We are Africans who have imbibed, who have been influenced by other cultures. The African of today, the Nigerian man of today, the Nigerian youth of today is so much of a citizen of the world rather than a citizen of Africa. There are certain elements, like particularly in the hairstyle, and even in fashion. So if you look at it, why is it that most of the figures are not putting on maybe the one we call African dress? Maybe dress is made from these African wasp prints, because the youths are influenced more by the Western culture. So they would just want to dress like them. They want to dress like them. But in parties, you will see people wearing the things we call like African culture. But these were students on campus putting on clothes that they are comfortable in. So it wasn't for an occasion. It was just, their normal dress for lectures and, for everyday activity. So the identity we find in them, if we are looking for that African identity in terms of clothing, you wouldn't find much, but you find that in their hairstyle.
This creative holds a Bachelor of Arts in Sculpture, first-class honors, and an MFA in Painting from the University of Benin, Edo State, and obtained his PhD in Studio Arts from Delta State University, Abraka.
Remember, life is full of troubles and sorrows. You've got to stay focused and never lose faith. Don't give up, just pray, pray,
There's more to enjoy, but that'll be on the next episode of Arthouse.
Next week on Arthouse. Harvest Ikore is a solo exhibition by Aderinsoye Aladegbonge at the National Museum, Lagos. In another part of Lagos, we enjoy an opening exhibition at the 202 Gallery. First Sight, an exhibition of watercolor paintings by Olumuyiwa Olushola at Gemini Art Gallery, Lagos. We encourage you to keep liking, sharing, and viewing our page so more people can enjoy the ever-bubbly and ingenious art scene in the country.
Your Arthouse experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Arthouse on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Arthouse on Channels. We're everywhere.
Time sure flies when you're having fun. We've reached the home stretch on this week's episode, but I look forward to interacting with you on our various social media platforms. And remember, you can see this and other episodes of Arthouse just by checking out our YouTube page. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Keep adding color to the world.